See bantamweight tilt. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. Watch the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that octagon.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship. And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far. He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board. And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. So these fighters are just a year apart, with some differences in height, but the same reach. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliotta. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 7 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Marlon Chito Vera! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Aurora, Colorado, Cory Sandhagen.
All right, commit to the rules of the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners to my family.
You ready? All right, ready?
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on. These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
Sound defense there as he blocks the shot. Oh, nice scramble by him there. Takedown defense on point. He is a master in transition.
powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. All right, Muay Thai clinch. A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how he chooses to attack.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous position, but an advantageous one for the offensive fighter. Watch for the defensive guy to try to break this immediately. Driving the back of the head, pulling forward.
Oh, late defense on the takedown and scrambles to his feet. Nicely done. Now connects with a right.
Straight punch lands.
3 minutes now in round one. Some fighters shy away from checking a leg kick. Check that one.
You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Nice strike.
Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target.
Big head kick lands.
Head kick partially blocked.
Nice right hand.
Combination lands for him. It was hard to see a miss in that sequence. He's put it all together.
I mean, everything is just flowing. It's like in a zone. It's like the basketball hoop becomes twice its size. This guy today is looking at focus mitts in his opponent.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check him, but he can't, John, because there's no windup.
Yeah.
There's no tell. And when he feels his opponent is getting a beat on his leg kicks, he'll just pop a jab up, get the hands up to block the face, blast the leg kick on the bottom. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that is so diverse and has such a great understanding of landing these leg kicks.
Oh, the kickboxing chops on full display with that offering. Nicely done.
Beautiful kick landed by this man. Beautiful punch.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, collar tie.
Left hand punch from the
And
clinch.
both guys really throwing with authority. Oh, and there's another uppercut. DC, you got a pretty good uppercut. I'm not sure it's as good as his, but pretty good.
It's not as good as this guy's, because this guy can throw it on both sides, and he throws it with the same amount of power to the body and to the head. He's very, very good at throwing uppercuts. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
30 seconds now to go in the round.
Big kick lands.
Oh, nice straight left there. Oh, wow, huge uppercut. That's gonna leave him up.
Look at the force behind that leg kick.
Second round, straight ahead. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, that horn signifies the end of the round. Let's take us through some replays, champ.
And the replays are going to be kicks. That's the story of this fight to this point. He is landing these kicks at will, just driving his shin into his opponent's legs, and it's really starting to slow him down.
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him tonight.
That was so impressive to see someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success.
All right, so he's landed a few seminal uppercuts already, DC. Got to think he goes back to it.
I am almost certain he's gonna go and try to find another one of those. But expect him to really sit down and try to make one really count and try to end this fight.
Just missing on the uppercut there. And he landed a nice hook shot there, DC.
He landed the hook exactly where he needed it to be, and do it with ill intent. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Able to check the high kick. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand. Jab, right hand, hook, that's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man, let this guy have the whole thing.
Oh, nice combination of strikes there. In terms of the accuracy, I mean, that's exactly what a coach is looking for.
That's exactly. It's like the guy is hitting pads. It's like he's hitting focus mitts, but instead, he's dancing all over his opponent's face.
Oh, huge block. All right, single collar tie now. Ooh, now he's got the tie plum, Daniel. If you're on the other side, what are you trying to do to get out of this potentially dangerous position?
You got to start digging your shoulder to a side and then trying to shove an underhook. You cannot bend down to try to get out of Muay Thai clinch. When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. All right, he closes the distance.
Oh, nice job to follow the takedown and scramble to his feet.
That's a big strike right there.
Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see his opponent starting to slow down. He cannot take many of those kicks. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Wow.
Oh, big punch lands.
Massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Single
That's a
collar tie
perfect
now.
scramble right there. Beautiful transition.
Well, just exhausting watching some of these takedown attempts. He's unable to get it there.
And he's attempting them over and over again. How long before he gets discouraged and accepts that this is going to be a stand-up fight? Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Muay Thai plump. That knee might have landed there.
Nice kick.
Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here, DC. That could be pretty useful when it comes to the scorecards, potentially.
Very useful when it comes to the scorecards, but also a testament to his conditioning and his cardio to still be throwing takedown attempts at the end of rounds instead of winning fresh.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, close guard now. 20 seconds left. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Oh, his opponent's squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen. Boom, body kick right there, landed perfect.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Big punch land. Ooh.
Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Oh, man. I think you jumped out of your seat a little bit after that kick.
Oh, I did, because I have time grabbing a kick like that, and I'm going to tell you one thing. It does not feel good.
Unable to connect with the right. Oh, looked like it did stun him a little bit.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Lands a nice 1-2. Oh, he might be out. Big elbow there.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Trying to land the elbow there to no avail. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he gonna do to follow up? Oh, nice shot.
3 minutes to go in round 3. Got the single collar tie. And he comes through with a big knee. Huge knee to the head. Back to the knee.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Back and forth we go here. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Now he's got the Muay Thai plug. And they separate.
He's very tricky when he throws that body kick. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Ooh, big knee. Nice liver shot lands. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
Well, you got to think he's happy with this performance here tonight. Essentially, just the way he drew it up, it's been a striking feat.
It's like a fairy tale. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and his opponent isn't doing much to try and deter him and really mess with the game plan. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
Wait. Nice work. You're winning this fight. You have to stay ahead. Let's get back out there and keep doing what we're doing.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Going orthodox now.
What a punch.
And now he's got that tie clinch.
Look at the control and the posture as that big knee lands.
Oh! Oh, diving punch lands.
Trying to recover full guard there.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Back to the feet. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh man, that left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness there. Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going. Looks like he's trying for a submission now.
He's gonna attack armbar here. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle. It's in there deep. There you go.
And there it is.
He got him.
Yeah, great job executing the submission in that fight. Really strong work. You can see the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made it for tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Migliotta's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 51 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Marlon Chito Vera!
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.